Today we are going to be using our book that's called The Way I Feel to talk about something called emotions. Do you know what emotions are? You might have heard people talk about emotions by calling them your feelings. Sometimes we feel happy, sometimes we feel sad, sometimes we feel mad. We can show our feelings on our face and with our actions or our words. In this story, this person has a lot of feelings and he or she is working through them. Sometimes we feel big feelings and we don't know how to handle it. So today we are going to practice identifying some of the feelings that you might be feeling too. And we're going to talk about what they look like. Make sure you have your book so you can read with me. Okay. We talked about yesterday how to gently open up our story and be very careful with our pages. So let's practice that together. We open our front cover and then we turn our pages. And I want you to turn your page to this picture. See if you can find this picture. Awesome. Let's look at what it's talking about. Before I even read the words, let's see if the pictures can help us figure out how this girl is feeling. What do you notice about her? You're right. She is swinging on a swing, and there's a lot of bright colors behind her. Oftentimes, when we feel happy, we also have a smile on our face. Look at your book, or you can look at mine. Do you see how she's smiling? This is called a smile. I know I like to smile when I feel happy because that lets others know how I'm feeling. Let's look at the words and see if we were right about her emotion. Are the words on this side? No, you're right. The words are on this side. We still start at the beginning and work our way to the end. Let's put our wiggle finger on the first word in the sentence. It says the. Great job. Let's read together. The smile you see upon my face as the sun shines in the sky shows the world that I feel happy and my mood is soaring high. Happy. She is describing how she feels to us, and she's showing her feelings with what she's doing with her body. Now in this sentence that we just read, we learned about a new emotion. It's called happy. So we are going to make a list on my board. You can write at home if you want to too, of the new words that we are finding in our story. So the first new word that we found is happy. Now happy causes us to smile. I'm going to pick my favorite color to write the word happy in. I love this color. Do you recognize that color? You're right, it's purple. Maybe you want to use your favorite color to write the word happy with me. Okay, let's look at our book and see how we spell happy. H-A-P-P-Y, happy. Let's see if I can write it up on my board. If you have paper, you could practice too, or you can watch and learn. H-A-P-P-Y. And I left a little space because I want to see if we can draw what happy looks like to us. This little girl is showing happy by having a smile on her face. I think I'm going to draw a smile too. That's what I would look like if I were showing that I was happy. So let's see. If I want to draw my face, what parts of my body do I need? I'll probably start with my head. I chose to make my head the shape of a circle. And then how do I see things? What is this part of our body called? Eyes, good. How many do we have? 1, 2. 2 eyes. And then how do we show that we're feeling happy? We can look back at our book if we've forgotten, or you can just remember. You're right, she has a smile on her face. So a smile could look like this. You helped me illustrate what the word happy would look like. Thank you for your help. There are some other emotions in this story. Let's see if we can find another one. I'm going to open my book back up and I'm going to look at this picture. This one is the opposite of happy. Look at this friend. How do you think he's feeling? He looks kind of sad. We can tell that he's feeling sad. He has a tear coming out of his eye and a little frown. The words on this page say, "Sometimes I feel so very sad and I really don't know why. Instead of playing and having fun, I cry and cry and cry." And then we see the word sad. Can you help me write the word sad on your board and on my board? Let's see. I'm going to pick this color, blue, to write my word sad. What sound do we hear at the beginning of sad? We see the letter S, and S makes the S sound. So let's write S together. What letter comes next? A, good. And the last letter in sad, D. Thank you for your help. Now, we talked about how a happy face would have a smile. What would a sad face have? Let's see. Draw my circle and my two eyes. And a sad face would have a frown. We have happy and sad. Those are two different emotions or feelings that we found in our story. Thank you for helping me write our new words on my board and for sharing my story with us today. The letter R. R makes the R sound. R is for rocket. Hello, pre-K friends. Now we are going to learn how to write the letter E. E. Think about what the letter E looks like. It looks like this. Do you see any curvy lines in the uppercase letter E? Nope, all straight lines. Let's practice writing this letter together. To write the letter E, we start at the top and we do a big line down, line across the top, line across the middle, line across the bottom, and you made an uppercase E. Now, what sound does the letter E make? I wonder if Ellie Elephant can help us remember. You're right, the letter E makes the eh. We pretend like our arm is a trunk like an elephant, and we're feeding ourselves some food. And we say, eh. Now, Ellie Elephant also has found the lowercase e. Do we know how to write the lowercase e too? Let's see if we can do it together. It looks like this. It has one straight line and one curvy line. Let's write it together. It goes across and around like a C. We made an uppercase E and a lowercase e together. Hi, pre-K friends. The next letter we are going to practice is the letter R. R looks like this. Our zoophonics friend's name is Robbie Rabbit, and he's with the letter R because what sound do you hear at the beginning of rabbit? Right, you hear the R sound, and we can remember that sound by putting our paws up and pretending to be like Robbie Rabbit and go R. Good job. So we're going to practice writing the letter R, the uppercase one, first. In order to write the letter R, we start with a big line down, a little curve to the middle, and then a little slant to the bottom. Now Now, if we want to do our lowercase r, we do a straight line down, up, and over. Today, we are going to play a game, and this game is called I Spy. Have you ever played that game before? It's when you use your looking eyes to search for something after hearing some clues. So, you are going to investigate our alphabet chart that you see on the screen, and you are going to try to figure out which letter Miss Whitehurst is thinking of by listening very carefully to the clues I give you. Do you think you can do that? I think you can too. All right, sit up nice and tall. Make sure your looking eyes are ready to go and your listening ears are listening very carefully. The first letter that I am thinking of and that I spy on our alphabet chart has a picture of an animal that likes to eat honey out of trees. The animal that goes with this letter is brown, and the sound that this letter makes goes like this. B, b, b. Do you spy the letter I'm thinking of? Were you thinking of the letter B? Yay! That was the letter I was thinking of. It has a picture of a brown bear because brown bear has the B at the beginning of brown and B, bear. Good searching. All right. I wonder what letter Miss Whitehurst spies next. I spy a letter that makes this sound. Are you listening? I use my arms to make the motion and I go, ah, ah, ah. With this letter is a picture of an animal with some very sharp teeth. Do you spy the letter I'm thinking of? This letter makes this sound, ah, ah, ah. Were you thinking of the letter A? Way to go. I have another letter that I'm spying. This letter makes this sound. It's almost like the sound you make when something tastes really good. It has a picture of an animal that's very tiny in real life. Did you find the mice or the mouse that goes with the letter M? Way to go. That's the letter that I spied. All right. I'm thinking of a letter that I see with my eyes. And the uppercase letter has straight lines. And the lowercase letter that I'm thinking of is curved like a C, and then it has a straight line across. The picture that goes with this letter has an animal that has a big trunk that goes back and forth. And when we say the letter sound, it sounds like this. Eh, eh, eh. Do you see the letter I'm thinking of? You're right. I was thinking of the letter E. Way to go. All right. I'm thinking of a letter that's very curvy. When I look with my eyes, I see this letter, and it has a picture of a slithering snake with it. This letter makes the S sound. Do you spy the letter I'm thinking of? You're right. I'm thinking of the letter S. The last letter that I spy is next to the letter S on our alphabet chart. It has a picture of a rabbit. You're right. I'm thinking of the letter R. R makes the R sound. Thank you for playing I Spy with me today. You did a great job finding our letters.
I'm sure you know that this is called your hand, but did you know that each finger has a name? This is your thumb. Can you give your thumb a little wiggle? When you see a finger move on the screen, try to do it yourself. Great job! This finger is called your index finger. Can you give it a little wiggle? The next finger is your middle finger, and it's the tallest finger. Can you move it around? The next finger is called your ring finger. Try to wiggle your ring finger. Great job! We call the last finger the little finger or the pinky. Let's give the pinky a wiggle. Can you move the pinky without moving your ring finger? It's kind of hard. Now let's wiggle all our fingers at the same time. Let's try the other hand. First, give your thumb a little wiggle. Now the index finger. Let's try to wiggle our middle finger. Do you remember what the next finger is called? That's right, the ring finger. Give it a little wiggle. Now let's wiggle our little finger or pinky. All right, let's wiggle all our fingers. I think our fingers and hands got some good exercise.
Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Jefferson again. Yesterday we had a great time being able to sort our counting bears by size. In today's lesson, we're going to actually use our counting bears and be able to count. The materials for today you would need, you can go back to being able to get your colorful Fruit Loops if you don't have counting bears, or you can make a card where you've get a parent to create cards with the numbers on it. This is the number 3, and then I put 3 dots to represent where you would actually locate your cereal. You can choose to do it this way if you don't have counting bears or cards to be able to do it. I'm gonna put this over here because I'm gonna actually do our lesson using the counting bears. So I have a tub of counting bears. I have 10 counting bears here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 counting bears. If you don't have this kind of carrier, that's fine. You can just place your counting bears or your cereal, Fruit Loops, or whatever other items you have. And they don't even have to be colorful. You just need something where you can be able to use as a counter. Then I have these cards that I'm going to use to be able to count for our lesson today. Okay, so we are going to count and actually draw and write. Okay, this is the number 0. 0 indicates that I don't have anything. So there's not a bear here. There's nothing. And then we're going to practice with our finger tracing. I'll put my finger right here and I'm going to go around and stop. 0. When I do it, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say 0 and stop. And then I look here and there's 0. There's nothing on this card. The next card I'm going to do, this is the number. What number do you think this is, friends? 1. Say 1. I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to go trace down and say it 1. And then I'm going to look, that is the number 1. I'm going to take my counting bear and I'm going to place it right here to represent the number 1. I'm going to come back with my finger and go down 1. Okay, then I'll place my counting bear back here and go to the next number. The next number I have is the number 2. Can you say 2 with me? I'm going to take my finger here in the starting point and I'm going to go around and down and across and say 2. I look over here, I have 2 bears. 1, 2. I'm going to get 2 counting bears, any color that you would like, and I'm going to place it here. 1, 2. I have 2 red bears. I can place my card back over here and then put these in over here. Now I use these cards and I did them in order, but you can make a fun game out of it by flipping them over, mixing them up, and just being able to do them out of order or in order. This is the number 3. Say it with me, 3. I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to go around, stop, and go around again. 3. I'm going to get 3 counting bears and I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3. I have a red, blue, and green counting bear. I'm going to place my counting bears back over. Now I'm going to get the number 4. This is the number 4. I'm going to start here. I'm going to go down to the side. I'm going to lift my finger back up and come back up and go down. Say 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 counting bears. And remember, it doesn't matter what size you have, what colors, just put the counting bears where they go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, you can use anything to count. You can use buttons, cereal. This is the number 5, friends. Say 5. I'm going to take my finger and put it here, and I'm going to go across, down, and around. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to place my counting bears back over. And now I have the number 6. Can you say 6? I start my finger here and I go around 6. I'm going to get 6 counting bears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Place my counting bears back into the holder. And now I'm going to do number 7. This is the number 7. Can you say 7? I start here and I'm going to go to the side and then I'm going to kind of go to an angle down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to put 7 counting bears. So I matched up my counting bears according to the bears I had here. So now I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 counting bears. Okay. We're almost there, friends. Our next number, can you guess what that number would be? It's 8. The number 8. I start here with my finger and I'm going to go around and then I'm curving around again and then back up to my starting point. I'm going to try that again because 8 is called like a figure 8. We go around, around again, and then here. That's the number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to take my counting bears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I have 8. Place all my bears back in here. I'm gonna go back into that cave that we had them in. Our next number is the number 9. Say 9 with me. I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna make a circular motion and then go down. Take my finger here, make a circular motion, and then go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 bears. Look what I noticed, you guys. It's just one more bear here. Well, I know that my last number is 10 because we're counting to 10. So that's what it would be. I'm going to stick all these bears back. So I can say 9 and one more will maybe give me 10. Right. And our last one. You got it. 10. 10 like 10 fingers on our hands. Now, 10 is a little tricky. It has 2 numbers all together. So we have to start on our finger here and go down. 1. And then we take our finger here and make a 0. So a 1 and a 0 that are beside each other makes the number 10. Now let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you did it, friends. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We have 10 little bears. Now, I want to put these little bears back and just talk to you really quickly about some fun ways that you can actually do this while you're at home. Okay, so I have my number cards. You can take these cards or even the cards that you have made and mix them up. And mix these cards up. You can turn them over, flip them over, and look at it without counting. I want you to look at this number or this number and just visually see it and say what number it is. I'm looking at it and I just know that this is the number 4. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to prove it by going and counting. I said it's the number 4, so now I want to make sure that I'm right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I know that I am right. And then I can go ahead on and place my bears. 1, 2, 3, 4. I really hope you enjoyed this activity. We counted numbers starting from 0 to 10. And remember, 0 means that you don't have anything. So until next time, see you later.
Let's head to the beach and do some counting. There are some starfish in the sand. How many do you see? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 starfish. Let's head into the water. How many dolphins do you see? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 dolphins. I see some crabs. How many crabs do you see? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 crabs. What was the largest group of animals we saw? Did you say starfish? We saw 7 starfish. 7 is more than 3 or 5. What group of animals had the least? Did you say dolphins? There were 3 dolphins. 3 is less than 5 or 7.
It's fun counting at the beach.
Hi friends, it's Miss Los from Early Learning Preschool. I have another fun paper folding activity. Today we're going to explore the shape of a paper. We're going to do some counting, and we're going to use our finger and hand muscles to fold paper. For this activity, you just need one piece of paper and a flat surface to fold on. Get your paper. Let's start. Put a piece of paper in front of you. What do you notice about the paper? I notice my paper has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. I also notice that 2 of the sides are long and 2 of the sides are short. If you have 2 long sides and 2 short sides, what shape would that make? That's right, a rectangle. Do you know we can take this big rectangle and make lots of little rectangles by folding our paper? Come try with me. So you're going to put your paper in front of you. You're going to hold it down and we're going to make the first fold. Bring the sides together, push down, make that crease. How many rectangles do you think we made? One, 2. Let's try to make some more rectangles. Fold your paper back, and then you're going to fold your paper up. Push down to make that crease. How many rectangles do you think we made? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, we started with 1 large rectangle. Now we have 4 smaller rectangles. Let's keep going. Fold your paper back, fold it up. Then you're going to fold it over again. Push down onto that crease. Let's see how many rectangles we made. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 rectangles. Let's keep going. We're going to fold our paper up. Push down. Make sure you unfold your paper carefully. We have a lot more rectangles. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 rectangles. Do you think we can make some more? Unfold your paper. Wow, we have a lot of rectangles. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. We made 32 small rectangles. We started with one large rectangle and made 32 small rectangles. Feel free to continue to fold your paper to make more rectangles.
32 rectangles? Can you keep folding to make more? Well, join me next time for another fun paper folding activity. Bye!